definitely a weird thing. I don't understand. I don't understand. Uh, but I'm just gonna try to find where that thing is. It's probably one of these things. I don't actually know which thing it is. uh, it's definitely weird. Because I don't remember a single thing that's anywhere nearby. It's like, oh, it's this thing, that thing. It's like, what do you mean? I don't understand. Nah, but I'm not gonna think about it too much, to be honest. Like, I really don't know where it's I really don't know where it's coming from. It's like, don't worry about it, cause I feel like it's something that it's like it's probably just something related to this? Nope. That. But I don't know why. I don't know why it's tied like that. Very weird. But let's see if I can get it to work. Well, I mean, I guess that's just how it is. Whatever, but we're here now, so let's not waste too much time. I'm already late as it is. But yeah, hello to whoever's watching the stream at the moment, and hello to whoever's watching the VOD. I am Andrike Sky, and I'm a cyborg VTuber of the Massiverse, and we're going to be doing more ASMR as originally scheduled, but I was a little late. So, I'm not exactly, not exactly on time as I usually would be. But that's really only because I was hanging out with friends again. But yeah, I decided yesterday, or not yesterday, I decided on Saturday not to stream. I mean, I never guaranteed it, but I just didn't want to. Mostly because I was lazy, but also just, yeah, that's just because, it's because I didn't feel like it. I mean, I don't think it's that huge of an issue, to be honest. I just feel like, it's whatever, you know. But maybe I'll probably stream Black Ops 7, in the next stream when I really care, but oh yeah, that's because they extended the zombies beta to the end of the open beta, so it's open until Wednesday morning. So technically, the time I stream at, I would be able to do what I, usually would. But I feel like if I don't stream that, then I'm probably just gonna end up probably streaming WoWa. I don't actually know how much like I should be doing in WoWa. I've been slacking on that. I've been slacking on WoWa, so maybe I have to catch up on that. So a little strange, but whatever, I guess. But yeah, just don't. I don't really know too much, but I feel like maybe if I could, then I would either stream WoA or the Black Ops 7 beta. Yeah. Because I really don't. I really don't think it's like too big of a deal if I don't stream the Black Ops 7 beta. Yeah, just cause I don't really think it's yeah, I don't really think it's a big deal. But you know, whatever. Or maybe I could stream Death Stranding. Again, it's really all up to whether I care enough or not. But yeah. I don't really know what else to say. Oh right, it's probably gonna think of something. Hold on. I gotta like do whatever this here and there. Okay, but I feel like other than that, I'm not too entirely certain. People talk about Ghost of Yotei a lot more frequently on the timeline, and people are always comparing Ghost of Yotei to something else, or even the original Ghost of Tsushima, but I don't really know. It's like people are gonna say, oh, but Tsushima is better. It's like, well, that probably depends, to be honest. But I feel like fundamentally, Ghost of Yotei is improved on from Ghost of Tsushima. Story-wise, well, some people say like maybe it's better, or maybe it's worse. But of course, I'm not gonna try and get there, you know? That would be something to determine when I get my hands on the game. But not yet. And thank you for the check-in, Rose. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. Yeah, I don't really think, don't really have any opinions on it. Again, people have really weird opinions, or people are just straight up hating on it because, oh, it's woke. And I'm like, wow, okay, that is not really. I still hate that word because it makes zero sense and it's just thrown a lot all the time. Hope I have a fun stream. You're at work, so can't listen, unfortunately. Okay, well, good luck at work then. Oh, if you can't listen right now, then I'll have to type it out. But yeah, I mean, yeah, who knows? It's like, maybe you're already listening, but maybe you're not. Or for a brief moment, anyway. I'm not gonna say, like, oh, you're not gonna listen in for a tiny bit or whatever. But yeah, I don't think that matters. That's fine. But yeah, I feel like oh, it's a mystery. Yeah, people have really like weird comments about Ghost of Yote because of the actress, and I'm like, okay, I get they have those views on her, but to be honest, that's not really what you can use to judge the game. You know, after all, it's weird enough I care. What do you mean? What do you... It's not like I'm ignoring anyone unless you ask for it somehow. But yeah, it's very weird, you know. It's very weird when people go about talking about stuff and then they just think about the first thing about what they don't like that's not related to the thing that they're in. It's like, wow, that's cool. You know. I guess that underlying issue, like that kind of thing where either you do some so-called research about like a person, and then after you hear this sort of thing about what they're in, and then you're gonna immediately say, oh, don't watch it or don't play it because this person's in it. It's like, man, what the hell? It's not very nice. I mean, that's unless they're actually bad. But if they just have different viewpoints of things, then it's not entirely fair, you know? It's like, maybe they're inherently bad, or maybe they're, you know, just meh, nothing burger. I don't know, but it's definitely weird, you know? Or, you know, maybe like there's an actor or actress that portrays a certain character that might be extremely hateable, and then people really think that the actual actor or actress are like that. And then it's like, oh, how dare you? And then they start sending really dumb things to them. I don't like that either. It's like, that kind of harassment sucks. But, you know, it's just whatever. If people are willing to change, then that's fine. But if not, then no will. Yeah, so. Yeah, so anyway, aside from Ghost of Yote, you know, whatever, you know, because I'm just gonna have to wait until the game comes out on PC, and when that time comes, then I'll be able to judge fairly on that based off of experience instead of just watching or reading whatever people type about it. But, you know, aside from that, I've been playing a bit more of zombies, and you know, there's that thing that they changed about melee mechanics anyway, where you could aim for the head of the zombie and get more points out of that, so you get like 150 points per kill from that, instead of like 100 something. Was it 105? I don't know if it was 105 or just 100. something with a normal melee kill, but you actually are able to get a lot of points with that. And I said the melee is a little quirky, you know, clunky feeling, very sluggish. And yeah, it's still true. But I've gotten used to it a bit. So like normal attacks feel reasonable. However, this like the strong attack of the melee weapon still sucks because it doesn't connect the way it should. It's like one of those moments where from a distance the melee weapon is performing well, but if you go at a certain angle, like even a slight angle off, or if you're at a distance too close or too far, then it won't work. So yeah, in my opinion, melee, that melee weapon in particular, I don't know if like it's a particular thing, like with that specific melee weapon, but I feel like regardless, it should just be fixed because it's really unsatisfying to use in comparison to whatever you have in Black Ops 6. And all I can say, like after playing the beta for some time, is that it's not worth pre-ordering or buying it. I just don't think it's worth it just yet. Like maybe after a sale, or maybe after watching through and seeing if people's impressions of everything is good. But I get the feeling that I get the feeling it's not gonna be worth anything. Yeah. So I'm just not gonna care if yeah, I'm just not gonna care. I'm not gonna care about that. Like, I've already conditioned myself to just not get the game. Even if like some people say, oh, it's good, but I feel like, is it really worth it? It's like maybe after a sale, but I just don't think it's worth it. It's like Black Ops 7 just feels like a scam, just because it's not too different from Black Ops 6. It's like, yeah, there's a little bit of change, but not enough. So I'm like, man, might as well not care. So, whatever. Just like one rant to another. But it is what it is. I'm just sharing my opinions and thoughts. Oh yeah, and they released like the non-skill-based matchmaking stuff. I had complaints about that already, but they released a playlist where you're able to matchmake with people without having like skill-based levels accounted for. And you know, that's better, but still like not necessarily good enough to convince me to get Black Ops 7 still. It's like Black Ops 6, I mean, that was only fine because I didn't get Cold War. And you know, it's only because like Cold War had stuff that was by itself, and then Black Ops 6 had stuff that also was for itself too. Whereas Black Ops 7 just feels way too soon to release, and it feels way similar to Black Ops 6. So it's like, oh sure, Cold War is somewhat similar to Black Ops 6. Or maybe I should say the other way around, but I feel like there's just something different about Cold War that makes it stand out from Black Ops 6. It's sort of that thing of recency bias, I guess. Like if something comes out too soon and then there's this thing and that thing, and then it'll really shift your opinion on the next game. So it's like, oh man, why is this? It's like, why is this a thing, you know? Makes zero sense to me. But, you know, whatever. It is what it is, though. Just keep yapping on and on about this thing and that thing. I don't think it's that huge of an issue, though. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get Black Ops 7. I don't think the price is justified at all. I mean, the reason why the $70 makes sense for something like Black Ops 6 is because back then, you kinda, like even like in the old times of COD, like Black Ops 1, 2, 3, you still had to buy DLC to play the most recent maps or something. But in the modern CODs, you don't really have to do that. So it's sort of justified in that way, like, oh, it's gonna include the maps for everything. So that $70 price point felt more fair rather than like a ripoff. But I feel like getting Black Ops 7 is gonna be an even bigger ripoff, because it feels like it's gonna be like DLC of like the previous thing that, you know, kind of felt like DLC for the previous game before that, you know? So it's like with I don't really know about Cold War though, because Cold War is its own thing, whereas Black Ops 6 is integrated with the COD HQ bowl that they have. It's like, yeah, it's all merged together, whereas Cold War is its own separate thing. But yeah, I think Cold War also has like that sort of thing where like they update the zombies maps, but they don't require you to buy any more than that. So like the DLC is already integrated and their monetization for it is just skins or bundles. The difference though is that in Cold War the bundles were actually attractive. They didn't have any weird stuff going on, whereas Black Ops 6 has a whole bunch of stuff that no one liked. So yeah, with Black Ops 6 there was a bit of justification with the price point, but with Black Ops 7 I feel like there's nothing justifying it whatsoever, because again, because Black Ops 6 is already, like, it hasn't even reached like its year cycle yet, and then Black Ops 7 is already gonna release next month, and it's too similar to the previous game. Sure, there's different mechanics, and sure, there's no tag sprint, and the weapons are Black Ops 7 themed instead of Black Ops 6, which is weird how some things don't carry over. I don't know why. Because, you know, there's Black Ops 2 zombies. They had a whole bunch of guns from different eras, and then there's Black Ops 7 where they don't have any of that. It's just futuristic weapons. And that's weird, you know, because Black Ops 2, like, multiplayer had, like, futuristic weapons. And, you know, in Black Ops 2 Zombies, they also had that, but also, like, the traditional weapons that you would find from the previous games. But yeah, it's just weird, you know, how Black Ops 6 weapons cannot carry over to Black Ops 7, which is a missed opportunity. But I guess in fairness, that would add a lot of possible weapons you could get in the box as well, you know. Because, yeah, it's weird having like hundreds of weapons in the box if you carried over everything into Black Ops 7. But I still feel like they could have done that. Because, you know, it's like Black Ops 7 Zombies is a continuation of Black Ops 6 Zombies. So they should have like stuff that they were carrying before, you know. And you know, it makes zero sense to have like those characters having futuristic weapons already at the start, you know. Like, how does that happen? But oh well, I guess it is what it is. Whatever though, but I feel like Black Ops 7 is just not justified with the price. Unless it's on sale, you know, but otherwise I don't really want to get it. Like, I know some content creators are gonna be playing it at launch just because that's their job. But, you know, it's really up to us to figure out whether it's really worth it or not just by watching. It's like, oh yeah, you could play it and it would be fun, but then you would have to count in how much time you'll spend in that game to make it worthwhile. So yeah, it still sucks though. And it's also kind of considering that there's other games that I would want to get. And you know, Black Ops 3, you could always get Black Ops 3 and then have custom maps. The modding scene and that is pretty active still, if I can imagine anyway. I feel like the possibilities you get from Black Ops 3 custom zombies would rival that of what we currently get in official zombies, you know? Like, there's even like this Transit remastered or reimagining of it, and that's like a different spin on it, you know. And they rehauled like certain parts of the graphics and changed the art style so it looks more modern. But I feel like that's promising. The map maker for that has been releasing like survival maps of each individual section of Transit. Not everything, but certain parts of it. So maybe like bus depot or diner or even a tunnel. That section of the tunnel that is not yeah, that tunnel that was in Transit, but it's not its own survival map. Yeah, you can. It's like, yeah, that's totally possible. And I'd say like it's promising, you know. Like it has like modern looking stuff, so it doesn't feel like you're playing a decade-old game. And yeah, Black Ops 3 released almost a decade ago, so the fact that people still play it makes Black Ops 3 like one of the best games for like zombies or anything else really. But most importantly zombies, because you know the modding community in that is still pretty active in that. I mean, whether I want to stream like custom maps for Black Ops 3, maybe, but also I feel like that's a little weird because it's not something that not everyone's gonna really expect me to do, or not everyone's gonna be enticed with that. But I get the feeling that it would be interesting to watch still, but that would mean that I would have to sacrifice time to, like, from playing Death Stranding or Hades 2 or some other single player game to play something that, you know, is entirely different and it doesn't really have like a progression to story or whatever. It's just for fun, you know? Because some of these maps are just for playing for as long as you can. Some of these maps have endings that you can spend points on to end the game, and then some of them have like a proper Easter egg to it. But I feel like in the end, like Easter eggs in that kind of area would still need you to have a certain amount of points to end the game. But I don't know. There's some things about it that you can still, you know, go about it and it'll be totally fine, you know. But yeah, I don't know what they're like. It seems like you know zombies is trying to go in a good direction, but at the same time I don't know how it's gonna look anymore, you know. Like, is it worth it? Probably not. But you know, of course, like just one launch map and then like or two survival maps maybe. So maybe like a total of 3 maps to play, 2 survival, 1 main map for Black Ops 7. But is it really worth it? Because like the system is pretty much fundamentally the same with a bit of change. It just feels too much like a DLC of Black Ops 6, you know? It feels like something that should have been in Black Ops 6. Like, if they're just gonna make it Black Ops 7, then might as well just, like, integrate it into Black Ops 6. Because, no one is gonna care about Black Ops 7 as, like, its own individual thing if it's just overall the same. And then there's people who are gonna say, oh, but it's totally different. And I'm gonna say, in which area is it different? The fact that you can wall bounce, that's just one thing. Or is it, you know, all these things about, like these tacticals or lethals or score streaks. It's like, man, that's like some of them are just similar from the previous game and some of them are, you know, themed for the game. But yeah, it just doesn't feel different enough, you know? Like it could be a bit different, but it's not. It's very, very weird. I don't know. But oh, sorry. That was a little weird. That was a little loud. Yeah, I just feel like it's glorified Black Ops 6 gameplay and Black Ops 7, you know? It's just it just isn't different enough. It's not different enough with that. And you know, as I go, there just isn't too much change, you know? Not enough change to really justify $70 on the game that's fundamentally the same, you know? It's kind of what people complained about before with Modern Warfare 3 or Modern Warfare 2 and in this era. Yeah. So, yeah, that's my opinion anyway. You know, of course, like, oh, I like COD, but in the direction it's going, it's just swaying me back to just not bothering anymore. So yeah, I don't know. It's definitely something. Oh yeah, maybe. No, I haven't mentioned it anyway. I got Peak. And I was playing with my friends, and man, it's really difficult. I feel like even certain parts of it is just weird, you know. They say it's auto-generated stuff, so it's really it's really weird, you know. But you know, now that I have Peak, then perhaps there's something that I could do about that. But yeah, there's just really really dumb things, and I don't want to. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, you know, beat the game. Just 'cause it's so difficult to find anything like to climb onto and stay on there for enough time, and then having to check on your stamina bar. I mean, there was one time where we were really close, but man, the way it was generated towards the end, it was not forgiving at all. So me and my friends ended up, or my friends and I ended up losing all of it. So it sucks, but it was at least fun, you know. It's fun to learn the game. I don't know if it's one of those times where, oh, playing the game is gonna definitely help. Like, it's definitely gonna help you know the game enough, but I just think it's. I'm not too sure if it's like good enough for me to, you know, experience that whole thing. Yeah. I don't know how. I don't know how Peak got so popular. There's just all these small games that end up getting popular. You know, like Lethal Company and Repo, and whatever other games. I don't keep up with that. There's even Clover Pit, which is just a slot machine style thing, and I'm like, how the hell? Yeah, there's just, maybe it's just browsing randomly in like the Steam store, and then just finding a peculiar game that people, you know, might be interested in, and then all of a sudden everyone is getting into it. It's all this trendy stuff, you know. I kind of wish that some games end up getting that traction, you know. Like the ones that really deserve it. I mean, not like the games that I've already mentioned don't deserve the praise or recognition, but I just feel like there should be more that should. I feel like there should be more games that should be recognized. Yeah. Because there's definitely games that people would want to, you know, discover and then later on, just straight up say, yeah, this is it. Yeah, that's, otherwise, I don't think it's really, gonna happen. I wish it would. I don't know, maybe it'll happen. But yeah, I feel like this year, I mean, I feel like it's way too early to talk about like a roundup of what happened this year. I feel like this year has been really nice with whatever's been releasing game-wise. But then like a whole lot of other things happened, and I feel like in the streaming aspect of it, it's been weird. It's been weird, and if nothing's done about it, then everything is kind of screwed, you know? It's not gonna look good. But yeah, I just wish, this year was a bit better. But no, we're in a world where everything is cruel, but we can only keep those away with just a little bit of kindness. And you know, there's just, it's like one of those things where you end up being kind simply because you've endured through so much pain and you don't have any, you simply don't harbor any hate anymore. You just kind of don't have that anymore. It's like, oh well. I mean, of course there's exceptions, you know. Exceptions where you're not gonna be able to, you know, control people in this way or that way. So then you would kind of have to have this mindset towards them. Like, oh man, I'm watching you, and if you do something real bad, then boom. But I mean, with how I do things, I don't really harbor that kind of anger or hate. I just kind of move on. Just like, okay, you're gone. I mean, there's a bit of disappointment and all that, but otherwise there's really like nothing more to it than that. And you know, of course there's like toxic moments and games that I really get invested into, but it's not like league levels of toxicity. It's more like just like, ah, oh, dang it, or ah, man, what the heck, this should have worked, or something like that. Yeah, so nothing like so toxic that I really freaking hold this grudge against this person. You know, I just get more annoyed at the game, not really the person who's playing in it. So, I mean, sometimes it's not really the game. Maybe it's more just me, you know. So I don't really blame either. Sometimes I just blame myself for me sucking at it. It's like I'm so bad. Oh. Yeah, I don't think in particular it's gonna be like that much, you know? So yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling a bit sleepy, a bit drowsy. But you know, that's kind of to be expected, to be honest. some time from now, I think like 12 days. I really need to check. But yeah, in that amount of time, it's gonna be really, really chaotic. I can sense it, but I don't really know. I don't know for sure. Oh well. And then I would have to prepare for that. But it should be fine. Maybe not worth it, but you know, of course, like, maybe with some other things and people, then it would probably be worth it. I still don't know. But yeah, so it's definitely gonna be really weird, but you know, whatever. Might have to actually, I don't know, start working on stuff. Like the actual things that I was thinking about. Yeah, I've had all this like talk about how like, oh, motivation, I'm gonna get there, and then boom, it's gonna be so good. Yeah, it's like it's gonna be so good. I don't know. It's definitely weird, but you know, whatever. uh, so I'm slowly, you know, trying to get back into the swing of things. So everything's gonna be just fine until maybe just a thing here and there where it's gonna be a little frustrating and annoying. But I think it's just fine though. Maybe. Yeah, it should be just fine. I think all I really have to really do is just start, but you know, yeah, it's probably, I feel like this week might be like the second to last week of recovery of like content creation. And then maybe like starting the week after that, then it's gonna be so much like that I'm gonna have to catch up on, you know. Oh yeah, oh yeah, now that I keep looking at the timeline, I've already I've already seen like a custom map for Black Ops 3. I already mentioned it before. And yeah, it has a really cool concept where yeah, you I don't actually yeah, it's so cool though. You swap in between like alternate dimensions of the same map, and then I don't know how frequently it does it, but it just does, and I'm like, wow, that's very interesting, you know. But yeah, I'm not too certain, you know, how that would go. It's like, wow, it's released like last month. And it's like, wow, that would be really cool to play. Yeah, see, that's what I mean by it is really active with like the modding side of Black Ops 3. Although custom maps end up taking up a lot more space. It ends up taking a lot more space than you would imagine. But I guess that's to be expected for mods that have to contain a whole bunch of assets and whatever. So not entirely, yeah, not entirely bad, but you kind of have to be wary about that. Oh yeah, and then there's, I feel like there's one person who, I don't know, they remade or remastered certain Black Ops 2 maps into Black Ops 3, and it's like, wow, that works. But yeah, I feel like in other cases, I don't think it's too much else, you know? It's like, why not just play it in Black Ops 2 then? It's like, well, that's because you want the visuals of Black Ops 3 in there, you know? Or maybe like the gameplay of Black Ops 3. It's kind of like how you would want to play Black Ops 3 of Origins than the Black Ops 2 version, just because you have more options. And it looks better in some way. Like some part of it is better than Black Ops 2, but some parts of it is better in Black Ops 3. It's all personal preference though. And then people keep constantly request Zombie Chronicles 2, you know. It's like, remake these maps. It's like, we want this, we want that. But I'm like, we're in the modern zombies era. I don't know if we want that in our... I don't think we want that in the modern system anymore. It's gonna be way too different as like in the gameplay aspect. Maybe I should drink water because it is like getting a little dry. My throat. Alright. But yeah, overall it's been pretty chill, and all I really think about is just to get back into the swing of things, and then it's gonna be a blast. But yeah, that all depends on this and that, whatever, whatnot. Yeah. I might end stream early because I am feeling a little drowsy in comparison with last stream. Just maybe. Yeah. It's like I'm not gonna be able to keep it up for too long. It's just how it is. Yeah, it's just how it is. It seems. Yeah, it seems a little weird. Um, I don't think it's really. I don't, whatever. Whatever. No one's gonna think about that. Never. No, 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 no. Just slowly getting a little, just a little sleepy. Yeah, it's really to be expected, to be honest. But that's really just my fault, more than anything. That I kind of started this stream late, so yeah, I feel like if I was on time, then I would have been able to go for 2 hours, but I don't think that's ever gonna happen. Yeah, so it's definitely a little inconvenient. Yeah. say maybe for like the rest of. Well, I'm not too sure though. It's kind of sounding a bit, yeah, I'm not too sure, but maybe it's just because it's, like when I'm monitoring my audio, it just sounds interesting, just the way it's delayed a bit. But yeah, I don't know. That could easily be fixed, but it's not important enough, so. Thank you, Baku, for the second month of the sub. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. But in about 9 minutes anyway, I'm about to end stream because I'm feeling a little drowsy. Sleepy. Feeling a little sleepy though, so I'm gonna be ending stream early today, but I still hope you're doing well today. But yeah, I'll do ear pick for you though, as the redeem for the rest of the stream. Then no. No, I don't. No, I don't. Man, you're gonna sound like that person now. Not like they're here to know, but no, I don't. Man. If only you came earlier, then that would have made sense, but no, I guess you hate me because you didn't come earlier then. In the stream when you joined. That's not even true. That's not even true at all. What the heck? That's totally bull. That's so bull. I don't understand. You're just making stuff up at this point. Yeah, you're just making stuff up. I'm not gonna. And welcome in, Ori. Welcome in. Hello. I hope you're doing well today. But I am about to end stream in about 7 minutes or so. You've changed your name. Yeah, I know. I noticed. Used to be Gremlin, but now you're Ori Boo. I mean, I don't know if it's Ori or Auri. But yeah, the first version. Yeah, I figured. But I am about to end stream soon, so I'm not gonna be here for too long. I am feeling a little sleepy right now, that's why. Damn. Yeah, I'm sorry. And it's also considering that I started stream half an hour later than I usually do. I feel like if I was here, then the second you hear a oh boy, hey, that's not fair. You're sounding like Boku as well, man. It's not like I'm gone, man. Just yet, anyway. You keep hearing excuses. Oh, why don't you try being like me then? Right. Wow, how dare you? You dare keep me here for longer. How dare. Man. What is it to you then, huh? Man. If that's the case, then why? Just like you so much. I don't believe you. I feel like if you liked me, you would have been here the first minute. No, I'm kidding. I don't expect anyone to be like that. Well, maybe besides like one person. You were pooping for an hour. You were pooping? No way. You're gonna tell my wife about this. Who? I don't have a wife. What are you talking about? I mean, they're not even here. Oh, you were making food after, okay? Oh, now I'm hearing excuses. You could have had my stream up when you were making food too. Oh, man. You guys, how dare you? Oh, wow. Yeah, I can't believe it. Accusing me. Victim blaming is crazy. You're blaming me too? Excuse me? I'm trying to defend myself here. And then you try to push forward and I'm like, okay, that's it. I see how it is. And then here I am. So boo. Boo. It's okay, just oh my god, you're like the second person in the stream saying that. How dare you? Man, that's so mean. Man, if I stayed for another half hour, would you really stick you by? I wonder. You guys distracted me so much that I didn't even bother doing the ear pick redeem. How dare you? Alright, well, I'll do it. Your laundry is done in 20 minutes. Oh, and so do I have to stay here for 20 minutes then? Is that how it is? Oh no, the other redeem. But I just started this. I mean, I could do it during, but I don't know if doing it right now is a good idea. You might not be ready for it, right? You might not be prepared. It's gonna blow you away. Do it. Well, I don't know how effective it's gonna be at this time though, because my voice is so dead. Okay, well, I'll briefly pause the ear pick pick or ear cleaning. It doesn't matter. It's still whatever. Alright, there you go. As I said, my voice is so dead, I don't think I did it well enough. Man. Oh wait, I forgot to warn the people who didn't want to listen to mute for seconds. Well, that's too bad. Collateral damage. They get to listen to all the glory of that. Perhaps I could stay for a little bit longer, but I'm gonna have to cast that spell to pass on the drowsiness to someone else, just like how I did it before. But welcome in, Fire, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Her damning good girl is kind of insane. Or bad girl? Oh yeah, that was bad girl. That's insane. Degradation, huh? Interesting. I don't know what to degrade you about though. I'm just gonna have to give a no. Gonna have to give like a reason. That's a crazy routine. Yeah, I know. I mean, it's to balance out the good girl, you know? Because it's like a polar opposite. I see someone's very eager to listen to it. But yeah, do I want to do it right now though? Or do I want to get the ear pick done first? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not too sure. But yeah, I guess I could do it. A bit. Oh, I dropped my ear pick. Oh no. Alright, but yeah, let's see it then. Just need to drink water again. I feel like over time it's getting harder and harder to speak. Might as well just whisper everything then. But yeah, are you listening? Are you listening right now? 'Cause I'm about to be a little funny. A little funny, if you know what I mean. I mean, if you are, then sure, but if I don't see a response, then you're probably gone. But I don't know. I don't know either, but we'll have to wait and see. But little funny. Alright. Fire, you are very bad can't believe you are so shameful. How dare not being a good girl, but rather being a bad girl. I see how it is. So shameful to be wanting something degrading instead of something that'll give you affirmation. What a bad girl. Yeah, hopefully that satiates, I guess. Satiates? That's weird. I don't. But yeah, my voice is so dead, I cannot carry it through. If it wasn't so dead, then I would have gotten that even better, you know, in a way. Hope I'll be able to recover my voice. I will. It's just that I've been using my voice a lot to chat with my friends. So, what mic am I using now? Oh, you'll be blown away. It is the Q1. No, I'm kidding. It's not the Q100. I wish. I'll blow your mind away. It's the Q100, the dummy head mic. That is what I would be saying if I had money. But no, they are the Behringer condenser mics. They are very budget mics, and they... Oh wait, maybe I should specify like the actual models, but I feel like you say that much on the search and then you'll see it. Behringer C2 condenser mics. About like $60 for the pair, and then you get these, and they capture the audio really well. Actually sounds really good. Yeah, very nice for the budget. And then I stuck silicone ears onto these. The problem is though, is that once I stick the ears into these, it sounds really weird when I'm not speaking directly into it. But you know, once I'm like a little bit closer, then it's a bit clearer, and yeah. That's what she said. How dare you, man. But yeah, I just did quite a bit of research. Maybe I think it was called the Coffee Run, or I don't know who, I think it was the Coffee Run, who like recommended like, oh, don't use 3DO, use these, and you'll have like about the same quality, if not better, you know, to, you know, get what you need for stereo audio. And so I'm like, wow, that's cool. Yeah. So, here I am, using these. But I do want a better ASMR mic, and I don't know how well it will compare with this one that I'm using, but it is on my Throne wish list. And someone was generous enough to contribute. I'm not sure how far it's gonna go though. So I'm like, well, let's see. It's like, well, let's see. But yeah, I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, mics are pretty expensive. Sucks. That's the price we have to pay for the sake of quality. You have the Blue Yeti, which is pretty good. I think that's like what people started off with in general if they were thinking like simplicity, and yet they might be able to do something, you know. It took you ages to set it up right, to be honest. Well, it's really depending on, like, I don't know. I mean, I've never had one before, because we had years of research for ASMR. I'm like, well, okay, I'm not gonna get the Blue Yeti, I'll just get these. And these work just fine. Yeah. Yeah, it just kind of depends. You're sleeping but great, then not for sappy message? What? Yeah, thank you for the sub, Wimpy. I thought you were already sleeping, but I guess you're sleeping now. Interesting. And wow, all of a sudden I'm not feeling drowsy. What the heck? That spell worked. I casted a spell, and now I'm not drowsy anymore. I was before, but now I'm not feeling as drowsy. It's just what happens. Magic. I don't know. I still think it's a little weird though. I'm not even being consistent with the ear picks. I was just alternating back and forth. even though I was supposed to focus on one for however many minutes. I'm going outside of the norm, which is weird. Thank you for the posture check. I'm sitting up straight. Still. And thank you for the headbat and the check-in. Yeah, the thing about these mics is that you would need an audio interface and XLR cables. So, yeah, the audio interface is the thing that you would also have to get. So, even if the mics are cheap, you would still need to get the audio interface, which is gonna add up, and it ends up being more than you would expect. Yeah, so definitely, yeah, it's definitely something that builds up. Yeah, that makes sense. It's kind of just something, but you know, we gotta get that quality in. We gotta get that quality. And you know, the research really helps. There's all those moments where I research for a lot of things, and sometimes it ends up being useless, but sometimes it ends up being extremely helpful. Yeah, so it's very, very funny. But most of the time it's all nonsensical. As in, like, I don't really need to do that, but I do it anyway. Yeah. You'll be lurking to do your laundry. Okay. Fold them up and stow them away. You don't want those wrinkles to show up. Yeah. Just gotta be very gentle with this. And I am still going back and forth with the earpick, which is weird. Or maybe I should be really unhinged and just straight up do this. Like, it's not too harsh, but it's still kind of weird. Just kind of using it on the mic grills. should end the ear pics there. Oh, you thought I was gonna say end stream. No, no, I'm kidding. And now I feel like I've done that for a little longer than I should, but yeah. Well, I did stay for a little longer, than I initially said, but I am gonna end stream 8 minutes later. Yeah, that's my plan anyway. Yeah. Oh god, yeah. As you can tell, the spell does not work for that long. When I said I'm not feeling drowsy, that was only for like a tiny bit of time. And here we are, where I'm struggling to try and keep that energy. Please. I gotta do it again. Somehow. I don't know how, but, we'll figure it out somehow. Someday. Somehow. And it'll be just fine. Or maybe it's better this way so that I could actually simulate as if I'm sleeping right next to you. But that's not what's happening. But I mean, there is that thing for sure. That I recorded, and then that's a scenario. That's a scenario for sure. But I don't think it's I don't think it's gonna be whatever, But if it's I don't know. of course, I'm not gonna be able to do that. I would really only be able to fall asleep when I'm in a comfortable position, but you know, of course, when I'm in streaming mode, I'm constantly, you know, in a spot that really checks everything. Like if I was comfortable on the desk, then that would mean having to lay back on the chair, which I don't do. And besides, I can't lay back on my chair, you know, without breaking it entirely. Even though that doesn't, it won't do that. It won't break, but it certainly won't let me recline back because that's not designed that way. Either way, it doesn't matter because it's not really a big deal. Like even then I'm just supposed to, I'm really just supposed to sleep on the bed at the end of it, you know. I can't really imagine falling asleep on your desk comfortably. It just doesn't feel right. It is what it is, though. Yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, it seems like it's almost time, so I'm just gonna prepare and look for someone to raid into. At the moment, it's gonna be a bit of time to really decide because, yeah, it's definitely weird, for sure. And I don't really know. Because I feel like everyone is doing just fine, I suppose. So maybe in the end I might not think of raiding anyone today. However, I gotta decide. Or else. But you know, maybe that's just me, I guess. I think, yeah, I think it should be fine if well, actually, really, it's things that are really difficult to know whether I did already or not. But I'm gonna have to check and see. But I think it's just fine if I do it, but I want to be extremely sure and careful about it. But I think I should be fine with this. So yeah, let's read into it, I guess. So, let's prepare to read messages then, if possible. If possible, I say, but like, well, maybe it's a little weird, but yeah, let me just get it up. So for those who are following the channel, then you can use the raid message with the codes. And if you're a sub to the channel, then you can use the raid message with the words. We'll be raiding over to Aiko, and she's doing visual ASMR, so it's very interesting. I don't know if I want. I feel like there's moments where I debate about whether doing ASMR in VR is a good idea or not, but you know, I feel like it's all up to personal preference, to be honest. But yeah, I'll go over and start the raid over there. So I appreciate everyone who stopped in. I'm gonna do what I can do right at this, or after the stream. I'm gonna do stuff, and then later I'm gonna rest up. So yeah, it's been fun though. I'm gonna think about what to stream next time, but I don't know what game I'll be doing that moment, but you'll have to see when the time comes. Right. No one's gonna care what I stream. Right. Unless it's ASMR, but no, I don't. I mean, usually I just have an ASMR voice on everything I do, but you know, that doesn't matter. But yeah, anyway, thank you to whoever stopped by to watch the stream. And thank you to whoever stopped by to watch the VOD. I appreciate it, as always. And I'll see you next stream. Okay.